Good morning, students. My name is Kalpana, and I welcome you back to another session of data structures. This is the last concept in your chapter 3 and the end of unit 1. This is my class 11. With this topic, we will end unit 1. Okay. In this unit or in this PPT, I will be explaining you the heap sort technique, its introduction, procedure, algorithm, example, and its time and space complexity analysis. Okay. Since you don't know the basics of tree, binary tree, complete binary tree, full binary tree, I will be just giving a view of what is a tree and binary tree and whatever concepts are necessary in the heap sort technique I will be explaining you now. Okay. In this PPT you will be just knowing the basics of a tree and a binary tree. A tree is nothing but it is a collection of nodes or disjoint subtrees. In the left side figure, if you see, it is a tree, that is, it is a collection of nodes. In any level, that is in level 0, there will be only one node, that is root node. At level 1, it may be 2 nodes, 3 nodes, or 4 nodes. Any number of nodes can be in level 1. At level 2 also you can have any number of nodes. Like that, in different levels you may have 1, 2, 3 or many nodes. This is a tree. Okay. Normal tree. A normal tree T is nothing but a collection of disjoint subtrees T1, T2, T3, so on. Okay. Now what is a binary tree? A binary tree is nothing but a name, as the name implies. Binary means 2. It contains only two nodes at each level. It may contain 2 nodes or 1 node or 0 nodes. That is, a binary tree is a tree which contains only left subtree and right subtree. That is, in every level there may be only 2 nodes, 1 node or 0 nodes. Greater than 2, there will be no nodes in the tree. Okay, a binary tree must contain only less than or equal to 2 nodes at every level. So this concept of binary tree will be applied in heap sort algorithm. So know the basics clearly, learn the basics clearly. Okay, binary tree T is a tree in which there will be only a root node, left subtree and a right subtree, and the nodes at every level will be 2 nodes or less than 2 nodes. Okay, greater than 2, there will be no nodes in a binary tree. Now what is a heap? The binary heap data structure is an array that can be viewed as a complete binary tree. Each node of the binary tree corresponds to an element of the array. See, just know the basics. So what is a heap? A heap is nothing but a collection of data or a pile of data or a data organized in the form of a tree. Just know that. Okay, heap is nothing but in this heap sort we will be arranging the unsorted list of elements or the unsorted list given to us in the form of a tree structure. Here if you observe that, you can know it. Here I am given an array of elements 19, 12, 16, 1, 4 and 7. I organize them in the form of a tree by placing the first element at first position, second element at the second position. Like that I constructed a tree. This is nothing but a tree structure for the elements given. Okay, in exam point of view also they will give the array, unsorted array of elements. I have to arrange them in this type of tree structure. This is a easy tree structure. This is a binary tree structure. Okay. Now what is a max heap? See, till now you have known that given data of unsorted list of arrays, we will be arranging the elements in an tree structure. This is also known as a heap. Now, what is a max heap and what is a min heap? This heap, that is the data arranged, can be of two types. One is max heap and one is min heap. Now, what is a max heap? Max heap is nothing but the parent will be having the maximum element and the children will be having the smallest element. Here, who is the parent and who is the children? If here consider the nodes 1 and 4 and 12. 1, 4 are the children of parent 12 and 7 is the child of 16. Okay. So 1 and 4 are smaller than 12. That is, the parent must contain the maximum element and the children should contain the smallest element. Then it becomes a max heap. Now compare 7 and 16. 7 is smaller than 16. So parent is containing the maximum element and child is containing the smallest element. So it is also a max heap. Now consider the level up. 12 and 16 are the children of parent 19. Now if we compare 12 and 16 with 19, 12 and 16 are smaller than 19. So parent is having the maximum element and children are having the smaller elements. So this is a max heap. Max heap means nothing but the parent will be having the maximum element and the children will be having the smaller elements than the parent element. That is, this is the root node or the uppermost element, uppermost node or the root node will contain the maximum element in a max heap. Okay. Now what is a min heap? Like a max heap, there will be also a term called as min heap. In the min heap, the leaf elements will be having the big values and the parent element will be having the small value. Here compare the children 7, 12 and its parent 4. 7 and 12 are bigger than 4. That is, the child nodes are having the big number than the parent. That is, 7 and 12 are bigger than 4. So this is a min heap. That is, parent will be having the smallest element than the children. Here compare 19 and 16. 19 is bigger than 16. So 19 is a leaf node or child of 16. That is, child node is having big element and parent is having small element. So it satisfies the min heap. Now compare 4, 16 and 1. 4 and 16 are bigger than 1. That is, parent is having the smallest element and child, that is, child nodes are having bigger element. So it satisfies the min heap. I want to tell you only one thing. Remember the max heap concept till the end of the heap sort technique. That is, max heap means maximum element will be in the parent node than the children node. Okay. The child nodes will be smaller than the parent node in the max heap. In the min heap, the child nodes will be having the biggest amount and the root node or the parent will have the smallest. Okay, that becomes the min heap. Now coming to the insertion of an element into a heap. If I am given another extra element and I have to insert it into a heap, okay, consider it is a max heap and I want to insert an element into a max heap, then what I will do is add it at the last position. See how I have done. Here is a simple tree. That is 19, 12, 16, 1, 4 and 7. Now I am given a new element to insert and it is 17. Now I have to insert this 17 in this heap. So what I will do is just place it after 7 as the right child of 16. if you observe the figure 2, then you will know it that I have kept it after 7. And now again, since it should satisfy the heap property, what is the heap property for a max tree? The children should be smaller than the parent. Now check from the below. 16 is checked with 17, that is the newly inserted element is 17. It is checked with the root parent element, that is its parent element. But what happens? 16 is smaller than 17, so they should be swapped. So in the third diagram, if you see, 16 is swapped with 17 and their positions are interchanged. Now check whether they are satisfying the max heap property. 16 and 7 are checked with 17. 16 and 7 are smaller than 17, so it is a max heap. 1 and 4 are checked with 12. 1 and 4 are smaller than 12, so it also satisfies max heap. Now compare 12 and 17 with 19. 12 and 17 are also smaller than 19, so it is also satisfying the max heap property. So this is a max heap. This is how we generate a max heap. After every new element is inserted, you have to check whether it is satisfying the max property or not, that is whether it is satisfying the max heap property or not. Now coming to the deletion. If we want to delete any element from a max heap, then we swap the topmost element, that is the root position element, to the last position. That is, we perform a swap of first position and last position. Then my maximum element will come to the last position, and then I will delete the last position element. That is, my maximum element will be deleted. Okay, you should remember this procedure clearly, because this will be useful in your heap sort algorithm. The main thing you perform is building a heap. That is, given an array of elements, you have to first arrange it in a tree structure, then perform the max heap, that is build a max heap. Then after building it, you swap the first element with the last element and delete the last element and place it in a stack. Now, heap sort is a sorting algorithm that works by first organizing the data to be sorted into a special type of binary tree called a heap. As I have told, a heap sort is a technique which sorts the element by arranging the elements given to us, that is the unsorted list of elements, in the form of a tree. And then after that, it sorts the elements by performing max heap or min heap. You just remember, we are performing max heap only. Every time you perform max heap only. Otherwise, if you perform max heap and min heap, you may get confused. So what you will remember is, given a list of unsorted elements, first you construct a tree. After constructing the tree, you just convert into a max heap. After it is heapify, swap the first element with the last element and delete the last element. Okay, heap sort technique is just like that. Now, procedure on heap. As I am explaining from the starting, heap sort is a technique which is heapify, build heap and heap sort. That is, heapify is nothing but constructing a tree, then bringing it into a max heap, then sorting the elements, that is by deleting one element at a time. Now this is the algorithm for heapify. I have just explained the procedure how you will do the heapify process. Just learn the algorithm by yourself. Okay, if you are able to learn it now. Otherwise, leave it now, and then after the trees concept is over, you can learn this easily. Okay. Next, this is the algorithm for building heap. This is also the procedure for building the heap, that is max heap. I have already explained you how to build the max heap. If you want the procedure clearly, then learn it. This is the algorithm for heap sort technique. Just learn the algorithm. The procedure you need not learn. You can write it by yourself. Since you are doing the sum, you will be knowing the procedure clearly, and you can write it step by step yourself. Don't by heart any algorithm. Just learn that pseudocode or the algorithm, that 5 to 10 steps of algorithm. Okay. Now this is an example for heap sort technique. See, I will be explaining each and every step clearly in this example only. You have to do the next assignment, that is I have given 2 assignment questions at the last of this session. You do it by yourself. I will be explaining this heap sort technique clearly in this example. See, now I am given a unsorted array of elements, that is 16, 4, 7, 1 and 12 and 19. Now my task is to sort these algorithms using the heap sort technique. First I told you that after the elements are given, give a numbering to the elements starting from 1, 2, 3 like that. Give numbering to the elements from the in the array only. After that, arrange them in the form of binary tree. See, as you have seen, it is an easy task. Say 16, then 4 is placed after it, then 7, then 1, 12 and 19. All the elements are arranged in the form of a binary tree, in a tree structure form. Now what is our task? Till now what we did, just given the unsorted list of elements, we just put the elements in the form of a binary tree. Now here starts our task, that is heapify. What is heapify? Arrange the elements in the form of max heap. So start from the figure 1. Now compare 19 with 7. 19 is compared with 7, that is 19 is the child and 7 is the parent. Compare 19 with 7. After comparing, 19 should be smaller than, that is the child should be smaller than the parent. So what I'll do, after comparing 19 with 7, I perform the swapping. After swapping, my figure looks as 2. See the second figure, that is 7 and 19 are swapped. 16, 4, 19, 1, 12 and 7. After this, go to the next. Now compare 12 with 4. 12 is compared with 4, but according to max heap condition, parent should have maximum value and child should have small value. So what I should do? I swap 12 with 4. See in the third figure you can see it. 12 is compared with 4 and swapped, and after that my tree looks like this. In the third figure, 16, 12, 19, 1, 4 and 7. After that, again go to the upper level, that is compare 12, 19 with 16. That is, since 12 and 19 are children of 16, compare both with 16. After comparing 12 and 19 with 16, 19 is compared with 16 first. 16 means 19 should be in the above position and 16 should be brought down. So I perform the swapping. Then compare 12 with 19. 12 is smaller than 19, so it is in position only. Now again check from the level, least level going up. See, 7 is checked with 16. It is in max heap only. 1 and 4 are checked with 12. 1 and 4 are smaller than 12. So it is max heap only. Now check 16 and 12 compared with 19. They are smaller than the parent. So it is a max heap. See, now I brought the whole tree into a max heap. Okay. See, after bringing the tree into a max heap, then I perform the heap sort algorithm. That is heap sort algorithm technique will be applied now. See, my tree after heapify is 19, 12, 16, 1, 4 and 7. See, what I do is here the heap sort technique is nothing but the last element is swapped with the first element. What is my last element here? 7. What is my first element in the tree? 19. Swap 19 with 7. Then 7 goes to first position and 19 comes to the last position. After that, delete last element. What is my last element? 19. So delete 19 and place it in a stack. Place it in an empty stack. Okay. Now after deleting 19, my tree looks like this. That is 7 comes to the top, then 12, then 16, then 1, 4. And deleted element is placed in the stack. Now again check for the heapify, that is whether it is in max heap or not. Now compare 4 with 12. 4 is compared with 12. 4 is smaller than 12. And again compare 1 with 12. 1 is smaller than 12. So it satisfies the max heap property. Now again go to the next level. Now compare 16 with 7. After comparing 16 with 7, 16 should be swapped with 7, since parent should have a maximum element and child should have minimum element. So perform the swap, that is 16 is swapped up and 7 is brought down. Next compare 12 with, now after that swap my tree becomes like this: 1, 4, 12, 7 and 16. Now again go from the down. 1 and 4 compared with 12, it is in max heap. Now compare 7 with 16, it is smaller. 12 with 16, 12 is smaller than 16. So it also satisfies the max heap property. So now my tree is in max heap form. Now what I have to do after bringing it into max heap, again perform the heap sort technique, that is swap the first element with the last element and delete the last element. After swapping first element with the last element, my tree looks like this. That is 4 will go to the topmost and 16 will come to the last position. After that, delete the last position element. What is the deleted element? 16. Where should I place it? I should place it in the stack. Okay. After performing this step, my tree looks like this with elements 4, 12, 7 and 1. Okay. Again what I have to start? Again heapify this tree. Heapifying, check for the max heap condition. 1 is compared with 12. 1 is smaller than 12. So it is satisfying the max heap. Now compare 7 with 4. 7 with 4 means 7 should be up and 4 should be down. Again compare 12 with 7. 12 will come here and 7 will go there. So after comparing 12 and 7 with 4, we will swap the elements. And after swapping, my tree looks like this. 7 is checked with 4, 12 is checked with 4, and after performing the swap, my tree looks like this. That is 12 should be swapped with 4. After swapping, my tree becomes like this. That is 12 comes to the topmost position, then 4, then 7 and then 1. After this, I will check whether it is in heap max heap or not. 1 compared with 4, satisfied. 4 and 7 compared with 12, max heap property satisfied. Now what I have to do? Swap the first element with the last element. First element is 12 and last element is 1. Swap them. After swapping, they become like this. Then after that, what I have to do? Delete the last position element. What is my last position element now? 12. I will delete the last position element 12 and place it in the stack. Okay. After that, my tree looks like this. That is 1, 4 and 7. Now again I start the process, that is check for the max heap condition. Now 7 and 4 are checked with 1. So 7 should be in the is the maximum element and should be in the root node, and 1 should be in the child node. So after checking, I will place 7 in the root node and 4 and 1 will become my child nodes. Okay, my tree will appear like this. Now check whether it is in max heap or not. 1 and 4 are compared with 7. 7 is bigger than 1 and 4. So it is a max heap. Now what I have to do? Every time swap the first element with the last element. That is 7 with 1. After swapping 7 with 1, what I have to do? I just delete the last position element. What is my last position element? 7. Delete it and place it in the array. See here, I remove the, after checking the heap condition, I just compare them and then place it in the array, that is stack. Okay, after the deletion, my tree looks like this, that is only 2 elements remain, that is 1 and 4. Now again I perform the max heap condition. That is, I check 4 with 1. 4 is bigger than 1. So since 4 is bigger than 1, it should be in the root node and 1 should be in the leaf node. So I swap them. After performing the swap, my tree becomes like this. Then 4 will be in the upper position and 1 will be in the leaf node. After this, what I have to do? Same procedure. Swap the first element with the last element. That is 4 is swapped with 1 and delete the last position element. What is my last position element? 4. Delete it and place it in the stack. After the deletion of 4, only one element remains in my tree. Just place that element, that is the least element or the element left. Place that element also in the stack. After that, you have to pop one element by other and arrange them in an array. As you all know, stack follows last in, first out. The last element deleted is 1 and it will be brought first into the array. Then the next element, then the next element. All the elements in the stack will be brought into the array in the last in, first out order. That is, the element that was lastly inserted, that is 1, will come first in the array. Then the next element, then the next element. And my array will be looking like this. Here it is given, see, 1, 4, 7, 12, 16 and 19. This is my array or sorted array using heap sort technique. See, by using the heap sort technique, I have performed the sorting. Just I have done only 3 things. What? Given a list of unsorted elements, I just build a tree. First I build a binary tree. Then after building the binary tree, I perform the max heap condition, that is heapifying. Heapifying is nothing but bringing the tree into the max heap condition. After it is brought into max heap, I just swap the first element with the last element, and in the next step I delete the last element and place it in the stack. Like this I repeat the procedure until all the elements are deleted from the tree and placed in the stack. Until all the elements, that is only single element will be remaining, that too I will be removing from the tree and placing in the array. Like this I will repeat the process until I get a sorted array of elements. Now coming to the time complexity of heap sort algorithm. The time complexity of heap sort algorithm is O of n log n. Just remember this, since it will be asked in your exam point of view. Heap sort time complexity is O of n log n. Now, what are the possible applications of heap sort technique? Where I have the using this heap sort technique. See, when we want to know the task that carry the highest priority, given a large number of things to do. See, when I am given a large number of tasks to do and I want to know which task is more important, which has the most priority, then this heap sort technique can be used. Interval scheduling, when we have a list of certain tasks with start and finish times and we want to do as many tasks as possible. In the third year, you will be coming across a topic known as operating systems, and in that operating system you will be learning the scheduling algorithms for scheduling the process or scheduling the tasks in the system. Then this type of heap sort technique can be involved in such situations for scheduling the task, which task to be done first, which task to be done next, and how can I utilize the time correctly without wasting it, and how can I maximize the task, that is how can I perform more number of tasks in less amount of time. These all concepts comes under the scheduling algorithms, and in such scheduling algorithms this heap sort technique can be applied. Coming to the last, sorting a list of elements that needs an efficient sorting algorithm. If we want to sort a list of elements using any efficient algorithm, then this heap sort technique will be a better choice. See, here is an assignment for you. I have given an assignment and I have already arranged them in the form of a tree structure. Okay. In the exam point of view, you will not be given any tree structure like this. You have to arrange the elements in the tree structure and solve the problem. But for your convenience, I have given the tree structure. Take these two examples and solve them. Okay. See, I have also given the numbering for the elements also, for you to know, or for you every time you start the heap sort, start by giving the numbering to the elements in the array. To know which element is first element and which element is the last element, you compulsorily need the numbering. Here two examples are given. In one, the index is starting from 0, and in another the index is starting from 1. You can follow any of the method. Okay, you can give numbering from 0 or you can give numbering from 1. But I suggest give the number from 1 only, so that you don't confuse. Okay, give the numbering from 1 to n minus n. If you give from 0 to, then it will come n minus 1. Sort these using the heap sort technique. Okay, by this concept I will come to the end of class 11 and also the end of unit 1. Okay, we have completed all the sorting algorithms and searching algorithms and all the basics in unit 1. Hope you all understood all the concepts. If you have any doubts, you can contact me. Okay, thank you.